All right, sixth graders. So in our first lesson in chapter 7, we're going to be learning about ways that we can organize a set of numbers. And then, once we have them organized, we can analyze them. And in this first lesson, we're going to talk about how to find different measures of what's called central tendency. These are all ways to find the central numbers in the set, kind of the middle of the set. So these are, for example, the mean, the median, the mode, and the range of the numbers. Those are ways that we can analyze the numbers in a set. Okay? So, first of all, let's talk about a set of numbers. A set of numbers is a group of numbers that you can get. For example, if you're taking a poll, or if you are looking at, for example, the price of different cars, or the price of homes in your neighborhood. People that are shopping for homes are interested in what's the average price of homes in this neighborhood. Okay? Or you might be interested in your grade. Your grade is an average or a mean of all of the scores that you get on your tests and quizzes and homework assignments. That's how your grade is determined. Okay? So, let's talk about the mean first, and how you find the mean. The mean, or the average, is the amount per item, or per subject. So, for example, if we're talking about your grade, it would be your average or your mean percentage of all of your grades. So if you got a 100%, and then an 80%, and then a 90%, and then an 85%, and then another 100%. 50%. Okay, and then you throw a 50% in there. If you were to add up all those percents, and then divide by the number of grades, you would find the mean. You'd be finding the average. Okay? I know you've done this before. You find the total of all of the numbers by adding them all up, and then divide by the number of numbers. Okay? That's how you find the mean of a set of numbers. Let's move on and talk about the median. Everybody look up here. Stop writing now. And let's talk about the median in a set of numbers. The median is the middle of the numbers. So it's the middle value in the numbers. Now, when you're trying to find the middle, the first thing you have to do is put the numbers in order from least to greatest. Okay? If you don't have the numbers in order, then you can't find the middle value, because the numbers aren't in order. Okay? So the first thing, when you're given a bunch of numbers, you might be given them as 11, and then 9, and then 10, and then 8, and then 5, and then 14. First thing you'd have to do is put the numbers in order from least to greatest. Okay? Then you try to find the middle number. Now, if you have an even number of numbers, then there would be no middle number. If there's an odd number of numbers, then you would have a middle number. So, for example, in this set, if there was another 5 on the end right here, whoops. If this set was 5, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, then the 9 would be in the middle, because there would be 3 on each side. Then the 9 is the middle number, right? interesting. But if there's an even number of numbers in the set, then these two numbers are in the middle, 9 and 10. Okay? So what you have to do then is you have to find the mean of the two middle numbers. How do you find the mean? Remember? Olivia?
You find the total, add the number,
Yep.
and then you divide the number of the items for the numbers.
Yeah, so if you're trying to find the mean of two numbers, you just add those two numbers together. So 9 plus 10 is 19. And then you would divide it by 2 because you're trying to find the mean of these two numbers. So 19 divided by 2. And guess what? It's 9.5. That would be the middle value between the two numbers. So that would be the what of this data set? What would we call that number? The middle value. What do we call that? The median. That would be the median. Okay? So again, to find the median, put the numbers in order. If there's an odd number of numbers, then you can find the middle number. It'll be listed. And there'll be the same number of numbers on each side of that number. If there's an even number of numbers, then you have to add the two middle numbers and then divide by 2. Okay? Any questions on the median? How to find the median?
It was usually like what we did was same amount
Yeah,
of
do you have a
numbers.
question, Matt?
Well, yeah, this is referring. We did x out to 5, x out 14, x out 8, x out 11, x out 9, 10 is your answer. That's what we always did.
But then you would be Xing out 3 on this side and only 2 on this side.
That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
That's the middle.
No, it's not.
That's the median.
No, you'd have to X out the same number of numbers on each side. And because that's how you'd find the middle. It wouldn't be the middle if there's more numbers X'd out on one side than the other. Okay? So you have to find the median the way I taught you. Okay? Rated?
What does AMT mean?
Amount.
And
That stands for amount.
and sometimes it's not just that two numbers. There could be more than just that.
Not to find the median, there wouldn't be. Well, if there's 3 numbers, then there's
No,
a 1 in
no.
the middle.
No. I'm saying there can be because all your examples are just showing two numbers, but there can be just one number in the middle too.
Yes, there could be one number in the middle. The first example that I gave you,
Oh.
where I added a 5 on the end, so if there was an odd number of numbers,
Then it would be more.
then I said the 9 is in the middle because there were 3 on each side.
Yeah. And
That's easy to find the median then.
yeah. And don't they have to be in order from least to greatest?
Yes, that's the first thing I said when I was teaching you to find the median, is you have to put the numbers in order from least to greatest first. Okay? Olivia?
Isn't there a mode?
Yes, there is. That's the next page. The mode of the data set. The mode of the set is the number that occurs the most often. So there might be numbers that repeat in the set. Okay? So look at this set. 1, 4, 4, 8, 8, 9. What's the mode? Is there a mode?
Yes.
Because if there isn't a mode, if they all occur the same number of times, then we can say that there is no mode. But there is a mode. Actually, actually there's more than one mode. Why? Kate?
4 and 8 appeared 2 times.
Yeah, they both appear 2 times. So they are both the mode, 4 and 8. There are 2 modes in this data set. Okay? How would we find the median in this set? The numbers are in order already. Is the median listed? Is the median listed? No, and it would have to be between these 2 numbers. So we would add what? How would we find the median then? Come on, people. I just taught you this. How would you find the median then? How would you find the median then? Pete, raise your hand. Nate?
You add them together, then you divide it by 2.
So you'd add
4 and 8 together.
4 plus 8 is
12.
12, and then divide it by 2, and it would be 6. The median of this data set would be 6. How would we find the mean? How would we find the mean? Not what is the mean, how would we find the mean? Megan? Yeah, add them all together. So 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 4 is 9, plus 8 is 17, plus 8 is 25, plus 9 is 34.